Hi, friends. Thank you. Thank you, everyone, for your kind, loving encouragement. I appreciate it. And thank you for everyone for watching, even if you didn't comment. I know that it's a curious, sometimes, phenomena how people are influenced and empowered and inspired, and we're all connected, and we are all going through different learning lessons and phases of our lives. And right now, in a couple of days, we're going to be experiencing the full moon eclipse in Pisces. I'm a Pisces, and so we are at the end of a big cycle again. And it's a big one this time, releasing so that we can start fresh, so that we can go into the next cycle, leaving behind what doesn't serve us. And it's an ongoing learning experience here that we're having. And sometimes you graduate and you go into another level, and sometimes you have to repeat because you didn't learn those lessons, and you have to go back and try it again. And so when you see it that way, you see that there's kindergarten all the way to like whatever grad school. And and that doesn't mean higher intelligence, it just means different stages of evolution. And yeah, we learn a lot here, and sometimes we're really ready to let go of could be people, places, things, and when we release, we allow the new to come in. We're saying, I'm serious about this. I will let this go, even if it's painful, even if I am attached to it, even if I have this sentimentality attached to it. It still needs to go, and I know that. And so it takes time, it takes patience, it takes a voluntary will to actually do it, not just to think about it, because in the spiritual, anything's possible. But we're here having a human experience, and it's time to, embrace that fully for those that have been on that kind of spiritual path and having all these concepts and having all these, books and whatever. There is a point where you have to start to embody fully these teachings. And somatic release is when the body has issues within it and then needs to release that as well. So that's another thing that I've been on this path for a long time, as a teacher, but also as a student, of course, and just continually releasing, letting that go, filtering it through my own wisdom and what is required for me on my path. So there is a very strong individuality that has to, your presence as an individual must be strong enough to be able to again go back into the collective and not lose yourself. So if you are someone who's hypersensitive and doesn't have strong boundaries and is an empath, you can pick up and allow people in, even into your space, into your life, that perhaps they're not meant to be there, or if they are, they're meant to be there for lessons, and then release them and say thank you and let's move on now. So that's where I'm at in my life. And again, I am not here to give answers to anyone except to inspire with my own choices of endings and beginnings and regeneration. This is my whole kind of focus in my life. And I'm really excited about the next part because I feel aligned. I feel like things have been flowing to go in the right direction, meet the right people, by the place where my heart feels this very deep connection. And you can't really explain it in words, right? Because it's a sense of knowing that goes with the body. And there's no separation from that. And the old spirituality is all about spiritual bypassing, and there's a lot of masculine energy in there, which is all spirit and transcendence and all of these things. But in reality, we're here to transmute through the body, through the awareness. The body is an intelligence, it is a consciousness itself, and it can regenerate and it can create and it can do all of these beautiful things. And I would say women, we have a even stronger capacity to create just by the nature of design that we are. Men actually come out of women's bodies. In case people are forgetting about that, just a reminder. And yeah, everything else is about really connecting to your own essence. And that's anytime I teach or I speak or I inspire, it is to do that. It is to empower you to choose your own best adventure, best life, not by copying anybody else, but by really going deeper into your own essence. And I wish you all the best in doing that. And oh yeah, and then I wanted to say that I watched a video, I'm still watching it actually, called it's on Brian Scott's Reality Revolution channel on YouTube. If you don't know, you have to know this beautiful man who does all these meditations. He's been on for 8 years on YouTube, and he's very consistent, not like I am, or I have not been super consistent on my YouTube channel. But I like to post and be poetic, and I am doing my thing my way, I guess you could say. But he saw humanity's future, and there will be abundance for everyone. This is by Darius J. Wright, if anyone knows. He's been around for a couple of years speaking about his out-of-body experiences, this not death necessarily, but by conscious choice of leaving his body and coming back, so astral projection. And he is the one that I hear is the most masterful at this, teaching it to others. I'm very interested in this since I've had my own 3 near-death experiences, but they were not controlled, mastered, or conscious. So now I'm bringing my unconscious experiences into more and more consciousness so I can master them and share them so that we can expand, all of us, all of humanity. That's why we're here. So thanks. Have a great day. Bye.